Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Teresa Torres, and I'm the owner of August Consulting Group. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us a listen. I appreciate your time. Today, I wanted to speak with you a little bit about what it means to have an empowerment culture and how important it really is that we each develop one of our own. When I think about an empowerment culture, what that really means is what kind of power are you putting back into your own hands? And it may be in different areas of our lives that we need to develop this, but I like to look at it holistically. And it really starts with us as a person. So having some control over our body, of our mind, and then how that translates over to our families and then to our businesses. So I've developed what I call an empowerment culture recipe. And there are many ingredients in a recipe, yes, to make it work. So let's just talk about a couple of those ingredients that I find are the best start when you're thinking about creating your own empowerment culture. It's going to be first, we're going to talk about our mind. And then the second, we're going to talk about our body. Because if we aren't taking care of ourselves, then how can we take care of anybody else? How can we take care of our families? How can we take care of our children? How can we start a business, grow a business, lead a team if we have one? So to start, I want to think about how we start off our day. So how are we dealing with stresses so that we have a more calm, positive, and peaceful mind? What is the number one thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Well, for most of us, it's to grab our cell phones or to hit the computer or laptops and take a peek at like what emails do we have, what tasks do we have, how are we going to organize our day? But when we do that, we create a sense of anxiety. Our perception of, oh my goodness, I have so much to do and I really don't want to do this and I really don't want to do that, projects onto the rest of our day. And it depletes us of energy. It depletes us of momentum. So here's what I suggest. Instead of checking your phone when you wake up in the morning or your computer when you wake up in the morning, leave it alone. Commit to 2 weeks, just 2 weeks of trying the following, and that is get up 15 to 30 minutes earlier and establish some me time. And you can use this time in whatever way you feel is best for you, but here are some suggestions. Get up, take a walk, jog, run, bike, but do something that gets you going, both for your body and for your mind. Put your earbuds in, play something that's inspirational and listen to it, or play some tunes that really get your blood flowing and your energy going, and move. It's going to be so helpful to start that energy as soon as you get up. It's going to carry on through the rest of your day. So again, pop something in that's either inspirational to listen to or that's going to get you moving and fired up. If you want to dance in your living room with your earbuds on, like nobody's watching, do that. You could also sit and meditate, pray, or journal. Journaling is an amazing piece of therapy that I like to recommend for those who are going through trauma or have gone through trauma or are experiencing very stressful times in their lives. To be able to put your feelings on the paper, wad it up, throw it away, don't revisit it, don't go pull it out of the trash, but leave it in its proper place and then stay focused on what the future has in store for you. What positive things can you focus on? Which leads me to my next tip. So again, first thing, get up, do something positive for yourself, even if it's just to sit, drink tea, and put a mask on your face. But do something positive for yourself that's going to give you calm, that's going to start with energy. Which is why I recommend exercising early and not later in the day, because something's always going to come and take its place when you try to do it later in the day. Okay, so my next tip then is going to be to think about starting off your day with, instead of all the things that are going wrong or that could go wrong in your day, with all the things that have gone right. So start off with positive affirmations. I can do whatever the task is. I will do whatever the task is. I have already conquered, and then make a list of all the things that you have already accomplished in your life or last week. And recognize your value. Recognize how much you actually do, how much you actually do conquer on a daily basis. And let that be your guide for the future and for the day, instead of the negative. And then also think about What inspires you? Is it maybe a favorite author, or maybe it's a family member or a friend, or maybe it's an experience that you recently read, and think about those things and how that could apply in your own life. Another tip for having a peaceful and positive mindset is to be appreciative. Start your day off with the I'm thankful for's, your gratitudes, and make a list, whether mentally or put it on paper, of all the things that you're thankful for, all the things that you have that maybe somebody else doesn't have. For instance, we're spoiled in the United States. We know we can get up in the morning, turn the light switch on. We've got electricity, we've got running water, we've got bathrooms right in our homes. We have food in the refrigerator that's easily accessible. But also be thankful for your family, your support system, whether it's in the office or if it's at home. Again, be thankful and start your mind off with those positive thank yous and affirmations. And then when you start your day, start with the hardest thing first. Don't procrastinate, do it first. And then again, this is going to lead you to, wow, look at that. I just accomplished this. What else do I have today? What else can I accomplish today? It's going to give you energy and momentum that's going to carry on through your day. Now, again, I would commit to this type of routine. Morning exercise, do something positive for yourself, positive affirmations, do your thank yous every day for 2 weeks, and see what kind of changes you see in your own mindset. We have to reprogram our minds when we get stuck. And sometimes we get stuck in a rut, right? We get stuck in negative thinking. We get stuck in the stresses. But in order to get out of that rut, it's going to take some work. It's going to take some practice. So again, commit to this type of routine for just 2 weeks and notice the improvement. I guarantee you're going to want to keep it going. But you're going to have to commit, because in the mornings, you're not going to want to get up when the alarm clock goes off a little bit earlier. It's going to be mind over mattress at that point. Okay, the next thing we want to talk about in our empowerment culture is really our body. So our energy and our momentum is going to come not just because of our mindset, but because of how we feel, right? And they are connected. We're one whole person. So we want to make sure that we have a diet that allows itself to promote that energy. So eat clean, eat healthy, and then stick with it. I talk to a lot of people that say, oh, I've tried this diet or I've tried that diet. It just doesn't work for me. Well, my next question is, how long did you do that for? Like, how long were you using that diet? How long were you eating that way? And normally they'll try it for a week or a couple weeks or maybe a month. They're like, I just saw a little bit results, but it only helped me a little bit. Well, you didn't stick with it long enough. Whenever we're doing something in a natural, clean way, it's going to take longer for us to see big results. We'll start seeing results, but to see big results, it takes big action, right? It means a bigger period of time that we have to do it. But you will see big results if you stick with it. So exercise and healthy eating. Look into the paleo diet, look into keto, look into being a vegan, whatever fits your lifestyle, but do something that establishes healthy eating. Because it's going to make such a big difference on even how you feel and handle stress emotionally. The other thing is, if you're working a desk job, well, hours can fly by and you have not moved. Set your alarm clock, or if you've got an Apple Watch or a smartwatch, set it so that it gets you up every hour for at least a few minutes. And if you have to be stuck on the phone, stand up, walk, pace a little bit as you're talking. If you don't have to be in front of your computer, don't be. Take your lunches outside. Go for a walk on your lunch break, even if it's just around the building, because the weather's bad outside. I live in Florida, and so the weather during the summer is like ick to be outside. So then walk around your building, walk around your office, and just tell people, please excuse me, I just need to get my steps in. But it's going to be great for your mind and for your body. You've got to move. You got to eat healthy, and you got to move. This is going to help you start taking control over how you think and how you feel, and establish energy and momentum here first. And then once you've established it here first, then we can talk about how that's going to pass on to your work, pass on to your business, how you support a team or how you manage a team, how you support your family, how you manage your family. and just your overall daily activities. And also it's going to translate into how we're going to handle traumas when they come into our lives. Because we're going to have things come up with death in the family. Somebody gets sick. We get sick or we're hospitalized. How are we going to bounce back from the unexpected if we don't have these good habits in place already? So again, think about the things that are necessary to start your own empowerment culture, to put some of that power back in your hands. Now, can we have control over everything? No, that's not realistic, right? But we can have control over some things, and some things are better than nothings, right? Please stay tuned for additional empowerment culture ingredients as I post them. And if there's something that you want me to help you with, please feel free to reach out to me directly. You can private message me, or you can send me an email, and I'm happy to respond with a free consultation, and we can tailor an empowerment recipe based upon what you need. Also, please feel free to provide feedback on my videos. I'm happy to cover a topic if there's something that is very important to you that you're thinking that's on your mind. Like, I'd like to know a little bit more about that, Doresa, before I call you for a coaching session. Okay? Thank you so much. Keep that positive energy going and that momentum going. And let's start developing your own empowerment recipe.